let her rip. Hey, Shalom gente, welcome to Bourbon Dojo, my outdoor dojo. I am Blue, and today we got some Weller. It's the Green Label Special Reserve Weller, and it's going to be my weekend solo review. I'm glad Snoop got on the team, and he realizes, you know, no smoke is good. So I've been using my solo for about 5 years now, and it is the best. Any smoke that you see goes straight up. It's just great. Anyways, we're on a Weller review here. Mi gente, most of you I'm sure probably have had Weller. It's probably everywhere. Kmart, you know, Kroger, anywhere you can find this thing. You know, the ice cream man probably strolls down anywhere in the Midwest and you can pick up some Weller. Here in Cali, not so much, right? This is like you know, this is like a treat, a candy, if you can afford it. And here's the deal, mi gente. This channel's kind of geared towards those of us that are just kind of getting into our whiskeys and bourbons and whatnot, our brown water. And so, you know, I flipped about a year and a half ago when I saw that, hey, there's a Weller in Central Cali. And I paid like 90 bucks for this, okay? Let's put that in perspective, right? You know, I just went on Google and I checked out Midwest. Prices are around 65 bucks. I'd love to pay $65 for a 90 proof Weller. And the MSRP on a Weller Special Reserve, this is the bottom line. This is the entry point into your, you know, your journey to getting you a Pappy Van Winkle. So you got to start somewhere. This is it. MSRP is like 30 bucks, maybe sub 30. Yeah, that retail price of 30 bucks, you know, times it by 3 for me. Like I said, I think I paid 90 bucks only because I had never seen one and I would just like goo over it. But nonetheless, I thought I'd share that with my Cali gente, and let you know, yeah, you know, do I get it? Do I, you know, I would definitely say try it. If you're at a bar or at a friend's house that has Weller, I think you do need to try it, right? This is a Buffalo Trace product. Again, a Pappy Van Winkle. The mash bill on here should be identical to Pappy, and I think it's 70% corn, 16 wheat, so it is a wheated bourbon, and that leaves what, 14 barley. So it is a wheated bourbon. You know, yeah, it's one of the originals, you know. So yeah, let's do this and see if it is worth 90 bucks. You know, if you're vacationing or whatever in the Midwest and you can get this thing sub 50 bucks or whatever, I'd say pull the trigger, maybe get a couple bottles for your buddies and bring back home here on the West Coast. But let's do this. So nonetheless, with most $30, sub $30 retail, manufacturer retail suggested price, you're gonna get a screw top. What? 90 bucks for this screw top? Yeah, mi gente, let's do this. Let's see if what it gives, right? Let's see what it is, because it is old school. This is, you know, one of the first. It is now it's being distilled by, I think they call it Stitzel Weller, Buffalo Trace. So yeah, let's pour this thing. Let's see what we get. So I have enjoyed it. Obviously, if my bottle's down to here and I got it about a year and a half ago, that's pretty good for me. You know, some it might not last a week and a half, but this one's lasted me a year and a half. So yeah, let's get a little bit of some tasting notes for you all. From what I can remember, there wasn't too much. I really like my wheateds, so I probably haven't had this in about a year. It was sweet and it's very palatable. Yeah, it's smooth, you know. But let me give you some notes on this thing. We're gonna nose the Weller Green Label Special Reserve. My solo, I use some wet wood, wet logs in there. I gotta spice those things up real quick here in a minute. Okay, that's what it is. So I remember now on the nose, I get this really light citrus honey. Almost as like a tea honey, like if you're sick and your mom or your grandma makes you some tea and puts a little lemon and honey, that's at least, but it's a sweet. They put in a couple cubes of sugar too. So it's a sweet, yeah, to me, citrus honey. You know, you do get caramel, and you get very little wheat graininess, right? So it could be the 90 proof. I think it's supposed to be aged somewhere around the 8-year mark, somewhere 8 years plus. I think I read somewhere. But yeah, so the nose, citrus, honey, little caramel. You can put in a dash of vanilla. Yeah, so all right, mi gente. Cheers. Let's go to the palate on this. Yeah, it's that crushable. It's at 90 proof, 8-year. It continues that light, very light caramel honey. But it is an easy sipper. I would not recommend ice, you know, to water this down at all. If I could get it for that MSRP 30 bucks, this thing would probably be good in mixed drinks, but at $90, yeah, it just ain't gonna happen. Not at this dojo, forget about it. So let's take another sip. It is caramel citrus, mi gente. Caramel citrus. You can put in honey, you can put in sugar, you can put in whatever sweetness that'll get you. It's very light, not very oily on the palate. I chose a Man of War tonight because this Man of War is definitely gonna overpower. But that's kind of what I'm into tonight. You know, I want that stogie flavor, and then just enough little citrus sweetness to go with my Man of War. So absolutely, mi gente. Dojo must have. Not really. If you can get it like 50 bucks, you know, sub 50, I would say, then yeah, you know, it's a Weller. Should you try if you have a chance to? Absolutely, absolutely. Here in Cali on the West Coast, you know, they're just charging a grip now, man. Prices, bourbon prices might be going down elsewhere. Not in Cali. They are at a premium. So yes, is it good? Yeah, it's $50 good to me. I'm in for 50 bucks. Is it $90? I'll let you decide, mi gente. All right, hey, go love on somebody. Shalom, mi gente. I gotta get my fire going. All right, peace.